Welcome back, y'all, to Whiplash TV. Today I'm doing some stuff to the Pontiac G8. I just got done doing a full oil change and new oil filter, and that's why I've got it jacked up. But I also got a couple other things. I'm gonna change out these marker lights. I had sprayed them with that like Rust-Oleum kind of like blackout stuff that you can aerosol spray paint on them. I did that years and years ago, and I'm gonna change them up and put some regular smoked ones in there. That way it'll look better and cleaner. And I've got a new black and red Pontiac Emblem for the front nose of the bumper, so I'm gonna do those. And the car is gonna be going off for paint correction and ceramic coating. A friend of mine and I were doing a little bit of swapping back and forth. I'm gonna do some work on his truck of some parts, and he's gonna take in return and paint correct and ceramic coat the G8. So it's gonna look amazing. But let's hop right into what I've got going on here. So here's what I've got. It's kind of peeling a little bit. It's got some of it coming off that spray. And then this right here is an actual smoked one. So obviously this is not gonna peel, and it's gonna look a whole lot better. Sure, it's still gonna look black and smoked out, which is what I'm going for, but this is the way to do it, not spray painting it with that Rust-Oleum blackout stuff. So I'm gonna get these changed out real quick. And the other thing that I've got is a brand new Pontiac Emblem. I put this emblem on probably about 7.5 to 8 years ago. So the black is still not in bad shape, but the red is all gone. So I went ahead and bought another one. I know it's gonna sun fade. It's only $45. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one off, stick this one on. It comes with the 3M adhesive right on the back of it. Super easy to do and a really nice touch, I think. Behind this emblem is at least one, if not two holes. And so I'm gonna remove that one and cover those with the new one. Otherwise, I could go with no emblem, but I don't like the look of the holes, and I'm not planning on having them body worked and the whole thing repainted yet. So I'm gonna tackle this right after I do the side marker lights. There is links down in the video description where you can purchase both of these items at. Just click the drop down arrow to see more below the video, and the links are right inside there. So in order to get to these side markers, you have to go up in the fender well, and there's a couple push pins. There's a push pin here, there's another push pin right here. I took out one more push pin right here. There's also one here that you could take out, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Basically get your splash guard to where you can pull it back, and this upper part just kind of lips out a little bit. It tucks in behind here. And once you pull all this out, you can barely see the marker light right in here. So you have to reach up behind your horn and get up there to it. The light bulb is just going to simply twist and rotate out, and then the top has a clip that you have to press to get it to come out. That clip looks like this right here. So you're just gonna have to squeeze that down to get it to pop out. So that's on the larger end. And right beneath it, right here is where the light goes in and screws in. And there it is. It comes right on out. I just untwisted the light and pulled it out, and then pinched this and push it on out. Be sure to go ahead and clean this up while you have it open before you put in the new light. So I took the light bulb in the socket, I just poked it through the center hole, went ahead and screwed it into the back of the new side marker light, and then now you're just going to line this up in the hole and snap it in just like that. Now the new marker light's installed. I just have to put in 3 push pins back here for the splash liner. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Super simple. For only 25 bucks, I think they're well worth it. Y'all let me know what you think about them. Drop me a comment. Alright y'all, you've seen me do this before, so I'm not going to bore you with it. We had the old emblem right here. I used some fishing line, worked it back and forth behind it, broke the adhesive free. Then the adhesive that was on here was really loose because it's over 100 degrees out here in Texas. So I was able to just remove it with my fingers super fast because it was so warm and pliable. But I did have an eraser wheel on hand if I needed to get it off. Then I went ahead and cleaned it up with some rubbing alcohol. So now we've got a good clean surface to put our new arrowhead on. As you can see, the arrowhead is covering up these 3 holes. So now with our new arrowhead, we're going to go ahead and peel the back of it already. Then we'll straighten it up and then press it on. Just want to push on it and hold pressure for about 30 seconds. And then once you've held pressure down on it and got a good stick, then you can let go of it and it's installed. There's our brand new Pontiac Emblem. Looks so much better. I like the red and black because I think it's a good contrast of color. And it's a huge upgrade over what was on there. Y'all excuse the dirty car, but here's a little look at it with the new side markers and then also that new Pontiac emblem up in the front that we just installed. I've said before in my YouTube shorts, it's the little details that can separate out a cool car from a really nice car. And those little details make a huge difference. For anyone wanting more information on the carbon fiber front splitter, I do have a full video of it here on the channel. Also, a carbon fiber rear spoiler. That video is here on the channel. So y'all be sure to go check that out. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the video on the new LBZ Duramax that we just picked up. I've got one other thing that I would like y'all's opinion about, and that is this G8 stripe down the side of the car. When I get it paint corrected and ceramic coated, I'm going to have that G8 stripe removed for right now. So this is going to be one of the last times that you see it with the G8 stripe. That G8 stripe is something that I've never seen before on a Pontiac G8. If you've seen it before, let me know, but I've never seen it. So it does kind of make the car a little bit unique, and I don't mind it, even though I am a person that likes a real clean look. But for paint correction and ceramic coating purposes, I've decided to go ahead and remove it. That way it can all get paint corrected, and then if I decide to, I can always put one back on if I change my mind and just have another G8 stripe made. But I do want to know what y'all think, both now and let me know later on when I show you the car after the paint correction and the ceramic coating process. Maybe you'll change your mind and say, well, I thought it looked good with it, but now that I see it without it, I actually like it better without it. So give me your thoughts on that G8 stripe. Y'all be sure to like this video and give it a thumbs up to help support the channel and the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notifications bell down below so that you get notified every time that I post a new video. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.